Hey everybody, we are here with Amber Zaragoza. Hey Amber.
Hey, how you doing?
Great, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good. So you actually, we want to talk about what your reasoning was for moving over to eXp and just a little bit about what your, like your reasoning. Did you have any hesitations and kind of like what you've been experiencing? So can you give us a little bit of background, like how long you've been in real estate and just a little bit about you?
Yeah, of course. I have been in real estate for 5 years, and I have been eXp is my third brokerage. I never really thought I'd be a brokerage hopper because I didn't really think it mattered.
Yeah.
But I was at Keller Williams first, and then I joined a team, and my team moved to a larger, more traditional brokerage, and I just
hmm
didn't feel like I fit there.
Yeah.
Ultimately, when I joined eXp, my number one goal was just to get my commission split back
hmm
and
So
to,
when you guys moved to like the middle brokerage from Keller, your commission split went like was different but less.
yeah, I was on a
Okay.
team structure.
Okay.
So obviously I was paying some to the team,
Yeah, sure.
and but I was on a 50-50. I mean, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Which I think is pretty common for teams, right?
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah. Um, and I had just gotten to a point where I had invested a lot in building my own business, and I really felt like I needed to go, I needed more control over my time when
hmm
I left my team, because
hmm
I have a lot of other things going on outside of real estate in my life. And
Well, you have your other business. Do you want to
I
mention
do.
that?
Yeah, sure. I have another business. It's called Queen City Vignette. It's a furniture rental company for weddings and parties and events, and that is just about the same age as my real estate career. So I've been growing the two side by side.
That's insane. That's so much.
It's a lot. Well, and I'm at any given point, I'm never really sure who can be like a little wilder, my wedding clients or my real estate clients.
Right. That
It's
would
a
be a
lot of
fun
emotion.
thing.
Right. Keep a weekly tab. No,
Yeah,
it's
right.
both industries are very can be very emotional,
Mm,
and I at any given point I'm dealing with like two of the biggest events in people's lives, and it's a
yes.
lot to take on sometimes. Usually
Yeah.
it's great, but every once in a while things hit the fan.
Right.
And
Exactly.
it was really hard to be on a team and deal with my growing business, because I couldn't be on someone else's timeline and goals. Because we joined a team, or I joined a team, and my team was at Keller, and then we moved, and suddenly there was a set of goals for me that I'm not going to say I never agreed to it, but they weren't my goals.
Yeah.
They were my brokerage's goals. And I
So you
spent,
decided to like go on your own and you're like, okay, I'm ready to be on my own.
yeah,
So now
I
where
mean,
do I go?
exactly.
Okay.
I spent a solid year like trying to adopt someone else's goals, and I
That
finally
does
got to
not
a point.
work.
Well, and yeah, I didn't have a why for it. So
hmm
when I came to eXp, my number one, I mean, like, I'm kind of a simple person at heart. I just wanted commission back.
Yeah.
Um, but it turned out to be a really good move, especially I switched this spring,
hmm
spring of our Lord 2020, the year of all craziness.
Right.
So it actually turned out to be really nice that I was moving to a place that already was prepared for working remote.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not an office dweller. And so like some big fancy office was never a draw for me, because
hmm
like I usually work from the steering wheel of my car. Like
hmm
that's
Or
that's
like a
what
truck that has furniture in the back that you're
truly that I think you're
an
referencing
event
a photo that
center.
I shared on Instagram. I was actually working on my car as my standing desk that day.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good day. So yeah, but it was really nice to come to a place that was prepared to work remotely, and I didn't feel any guilt. You know, like I had some guilt for like not being in the office, although I never really know what I'm supposed to accomplish in the office because it's
Right.
just not how my brain works.
Right.
And that's not where our business is, right? Like
No.
as realtors, there's no business in the office,
No.
just emails.
Right. Exactly. And gossip.
That's the coffee machine was nice, I guess, but I got one of those at home. So
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, I mean, I noticed one thing. I wonder though if that like kind of uh freedom you felt, I guess you said you didn't feel like guilty. So like I think for you too, that like opened up your business because you've actually now sold
yeah,
a lot more than you
I've
thought you would, right?
I sold a lot this year. For me, like I
Yeah.
said, I don't have like gigantic, I'm going to take over the real estate market goals right
Mhm.
now, because I have another thing to take care of. But it's been a really good year for me. It's
Nice.
also been a year that has finally like, I feel like this is the first year where am I'm harvesting the crops that I grew earlier in my business. So
Hmm.
like this year was mostly sphere
That
based.
happens a lot in like that year 3, 4, 5. That's
Yeah,
fairly common. Yeah.
it took 5 years for me.
Mm.
And yeah, I did an entirely sphere based year. Um, Being on the team was great. It was really nice to have someone to go to
Hmm.
when things were weird because every transaction is very strange. Um, I also felt like I needed that team support because I think it was harder to access my broker at
Yeah.
that bigger brokerage, which
Hmm.
is kind of wild. Like I didn't always feel like he thought I didn't always feel like they wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. Um, and at
What do you think
EXP,
about the accessibility? Because that's one thing that a lot of people have a concern about because there's no office. Are people available at EXP?
people in my experience have been more available. The support
Hmm.
system, once I learned who to like text and uh, Jen, I just downloaded the EXP World last week. So like I am not a model like brokerage person by any means.
Right.
I have been dealing with the burning building of the wedding industry all year, and I have not been taking on new information. So you told me who
Yeah.
to text.
Yeah.
And every time I've texted her, she's called me back within an hour. Like
Yeah.
I've had much better like technical and emotional support here.
Hmm.
Um, and I kind of think that when people have control over the space that they're allowed to work in, they are more accessible on their timeline, if that makes sense.
That
Like
does
if
make
you're,
sense. That's interesting. Yeah.
yeah, like if you're not spending a lot of time like sitting in an office, um, just to sit in an office or like driving to an office just to drive to an office. I feel like
Right.
you can be more open because you're not spending your like work energy on just like getting there and being there,
Right.
which in 2020 is crazy because also in real estate that's crazy to have
Yeah.
like the support staff that's only there 9 to 5 because that's not how any of this works.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
it's
And
just not
only to
how
have like the one person that can answer this question. Like I agree with you. Like when I moved over, I didn't even think that that was like an issue for me, like not being able to get a hold of people. But then when I did need something and I was able to get a hold of somebody like right away, or I had a question about a commission check and it was like I went into the world and like found the person and it's like 10 different people could answer the question. It's who's ever there. It's not like the one person that works, like you said, Monday through. It was awesome. I was like, this is great.
yeah. On the tune of commission checks, I've never been paid faster in my entire career, which
Nice.
I didn't expect. Like it's cool. It's very motivating to have that closing and then
Yeah,
like
right. You get paid. And you're making more money, which is awesome.
yes.
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 That
Yeah.
was the goal.
That was the
Cool.
goal.
That's great. Well, I hopefully people kind of, because everybody has, whenever they're thinking about switching, there is a reason that you're thinking, but there's also like that hesitation, right? And so
Yeah.
the
And
uniform, go ahead.
well, I think switching is a big deal because it takes a lot of your brain to like learn
Mhm.
the new structure and the new
Yeah.
software, because every brokerage is different. It's just like
Yeah.
those credit card machines. It's like it should be easy, but everyone has different buttons.
Right.
And
Exactly.
why?
I don't know.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know either.
No, that's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I am glad that your business is successful, and both
Thank you.
businesses actually. And where do you, if people do have referrals for you, or if they want to reach out, where do you serve for real estate and also your Queen City vignette?
I have a classic Gmail account. At least it's not Yahoo. You can email me at amber.n.zaragoza@gmail.com.
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with Yahoo. I guess I should say that.
At least it's not AOL.
No, exactly. That's the one. I always feel like when I see people's emails, if you like, it's like Yahoo tells me something and Gmail tells me something, and then like AOL tells me you'll never check your email.
Right.
So get another kind of
Or
like
just
thing.
like send a letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tied to a pigeon. They're not checking their email.
Right.
Yeah, you can reach me at amber.n.zaragoza@gmail.com. And that is Zaragoza with 2 Z's. So,
Yeah, Z. So
mhm.
you serve Cincinnati.
Yes.
You don't go to Dayton, right?
Um, I, no,
No.
I've
What
done
about
some stuff
the
a little closer to Dayton, but
what about the wedding stuff? Where do you go?
the wedding stuff is a larger range. So we have a 2-hour radius. We'll do Columbus, Dayton, Indianapolis, um, Lexington, and Louisville. We've been doing a lot of work in Louisville, and then obviously Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And it's mostly a 2-hour radius for our general stuff. That's a little different because we have like a Department of Transportation number, which like dictates our mileage we're allowed to go, but it's air miles and not map miles.
Oh.
So,
Huh.
woo.
Nice.
And then we can go further. We just have to rent a truck. So like wherever you want to pay me to bring furniture. And we're ready to get back to that too. Last year, our furthest job was in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We did the Moon River Music Festival down there.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, we were bidding to do some work for Bonnaroo this year. So it's been
That's fun.
thank goodness my real estate career has been good this year, because otherwise I would just be like in a pile of tears. It
Yeah.
was supposed to be a really exciting summer.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Tons of people getting
Yeah.
married, but they'll be back. I'm sure they'll still be married. They'll have
Yes.
to get, they'll still have a party.
I mean, I think we've proven we can't stop people from getting married.
Right, exactly. Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for being on,
Yeah,
Amber.
of course. It's good to see you this morning.
You too. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.